Hey guys, I'm about to talk about the Luke Cage Season 1 finale, the final episode of the first season. So, okay, full spoilers here. Have you gotten through all of Luke Cage Season 1? Okay, all right, let's go. So this was an interesting episode, because it was very, the battle with Diamondback that we kind of cliffhangered off of was done, a third of the way in, maybe even less than that. And so then there was the sort of fallout. It wasn't structured the way you thought. I will say there was a lot of cheesy material in this finale. It's funny because Luke even, he says a corny line, and that's the word they use. They call him corny. So it's almost like, was this sort of intentional? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I've said before, the show is definitely a heightened sort of feel to it. But there was some stuff that I rolled my eyes at. Specifically, I think was Claire sort of giving the pep talk. Is it Candace was her name? The ill-fated Candace, I believe that was her name. That was this very cheesy scene where she was saying how I've never stood up for myself, and Claire gives her a pep talk. Claire gave another pep talk to Luke in his big fight against Diamondback. And then the fight itself, I really enjoyed. I liked that they were fighting in front of a crowd. It felt very appropriate. This is Luke Cage. He's like a man of the people, hero of the street. So for them to be fighting in front of the public felt right. But then, it went very Rocky. I mean, everyone started chanting Luke. And I also thought of Rocky 3 because he kind of used the technique of Rocky used against Clubber Lang of taking all the punishment and letting Diamondback wear himself out before he fought back. And it's like Rocky 5 with the street fight. So it was pretty goofy. But I will say that what followed, I felt kind of made up for that because it seemed like a little too bright and shiny. And then things went in a different direction. I mean, the fact that the show basically ends with the villain, there were a few villains, but Mariah being the one continuing villain through the whole thing, she gets away with it, and Luke is the one who's going to jail at the end. So that is a kind of nice swerve, dramatic swerve there of how things lay out. Now, of course, Luke's not going to stay in jail. They show the file being found, but it still felt interesting to go in that direction, especially since both Fisk and Kilgrave were dealt with at the end of their seasons. One went to jail, one died. But here, Mariah, she's thriving. She's got the club, she's got shades. So she's out there to be a threat in the future. I liked that. And then there was a lot of setup for the future. I mean, we've got Iron Fist, but then we go into Defenders. There was a lot of the Defenders is coming, though. I mean, Claire Temple being the kind of focal point of all of this. She's going to call her lawyer friend to help Luke. We know who that is. Then she finds the flyer for Colleen Wing. So now we know Claire's going to pop up in Iron Fist next. And now she'll know all of these guys and be able to bring them together. But of course, that's very satisfying for us because we're all waiting for the Defenders. So it was a weird sort of flow here in the finale, and some things worked, some didn't. But at the end, I liked all the sort of final moments. I liked the fact that Diamondback is now going to get the same experiment and obviously come back as a true supervillain because he's got the same blood as Luke. So that was all a lot of fun. So those are my thoughts on the finale and sort of what was the sillier parts of it and parts of it that I thought worked. What'd you think? What'd you think of how Luke Cage Season 1 ended? You should read Terry Schwartz's full review of the finale at IGN.com. It'll be up this weekend. And we'll have plenty more coming as we cover everything Defenders, Netflix, and Marvel at IGN. Thanks, guys.